Hi, everybody. As you may have guessed from the armpit hair, yes, I am the raging feminist your parents warned you about. But that's not really what this talk is about. What I want to talk about today is my body hair and why exactly I grew it out, and how growing it out has actually helped me love me. And some of you might be rolling your eyes because this skinny white girl is going to tell me how to love myself. I'm sorry about that. But there is something I think is important to hear about my journey in growing out my hair. Because simply being the skinny white girl, I am represented in the media, but that didn't stop me from hating myself. That didn't stop me from hating my body and the things that it was doing. And what it was doing was growing hair. But to me, it was awful. I hated myself so much. I would carry a razor in my backpack, actually, so that if I forgot to shave throughout the day or suddenly there was stubble, I'd sneak into the bathroom and try and get rid of it. And I wouldn't go out with friends if I hadn't shaved that day, because I was so afraid that if somebody knew there was stubble or I'd been too busy to shave in the past few days, then they wouldn't want to be my friend anymore. Or nobody would want to go on a date with me, or my family wouldn't love me anymore, or I wouldn't get the job that I wanted because it was unprofessional to have body hair as a woman. And these are all things that I struggled with so much. So what changed? What happened from me hating my body hair to now, 2 years later, me blasting photos of my body hair to a room full of people? And what changed is that at the end of freshman year, I started to feel like a hypocrite. Because I was telling others, oh, love yourself, you're great, you're amazing, you look so awesome, rock it. And I was hiding razor burn in my jeans in 105 degrees. I was so self-conscious of these things that I was doing, so I thought, all right, let's not shave. Let's see what happens. So I was going home for the summer, and I was like, whatever, I'm with family. They're required to love me. It'll be fine. And I thought it would just be a summer thing, kind of like intense exposure therapy. Go the summer without shaving, have that nice long hair. Then when I get back to school in the fall and I start shaving again, it won't matter as much if I skip a few days. And then I just kind of stopped entirely, and I never went back to shaving. And here I am today. I still get Tinder dates. If I want them, I can still swipe and match. I still have friends. I hope. I still have family that loves me. My grandma likes to send me a razor and shaving cream for Christmas, but she signs it with love. And I have all the jobs that I want. And so part of the reason that I was able to do these things and to accomplish more things is because of the time and energy that I was saving myself. So lifetime, supposedly, we spend 72 days shaving. 72 days. Can you imagine how many Netflix shows you could watch in 72 days? And $10,000? Admittedly, $10,000 is not enough for tuition, but it is enough for a lot of cute dresses. And it is a lot for flights home, and it is enough for coffee with friends. Because cutting out shaving from my routine was able to save me the time and energy so I could focus on the things that I love. So that instead of hating my body for simply having stubble, for growing hair, I was able to love my body for the things that my body allowed me to do. For me to be able to go to classes that I love, to be able to spend time with friends, to be able to go to protests. All of these things that were important to me that I was wasting time shaving, in my opinion. And this may seem like an indictment of shaving. It's not meant to be. Some people shave and they love it, and that's their self-care, and that's what makes them feel better, and I think that's awesome. But that wasn't me. Shaving was controlling my life. So I cut it out, and now I love myself so much more. I'm able to spend time actually focusing on myself and the things that are important to me. And this was not an easy journey. I'm here today, a year and a half into my journey of self-love, so it probably seems easy from what I'm saying. It's not. There are still plenty of days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh no, why does anyone spend time with me? And when those days happen, I stand in front of the mirror and I say out loud, no, stop those thoughts. I love myself. I love my body. I love my body hair. And some days it's really hard, but after a year and a half, you start to believe those words. So this is my challenge to you. For not everybody, it's shaving, but there might be something else that you're doing that you aren't doing for yourself, that you're doing because you hate yourself, see if you can stop. And it's going to be a hard journey, and it's not going to be fun. But this is the quote that I want to leave you with. Because falling in love with yourself first doesn't make you selfish or vain. It makes you indestructible. Thank you.